I want to start by saying I'm truly sorry, deeply sorry if I ever came across as selfish or toxic in your life. That was never my intention, even when my actions may have said otherwise. With a clean and open heart, I've always strived to do what's right, but sometimes the noise of fear, ego, and the world around me blurred that path. I've come to understand that guilt and shame are burdens we were never meant to carry forever. They can teach us lessons, yes, but they aren't meant to live in our hearts permanently. And I'm slowly learning to let them go, to replace them with understanding and growth. Looking back, I realize I was often chasing things that appeared exciting or new, thinking they would bring happiness or fulfillment. But those things were hollow, illusions dressed up as something meaningful. I see now that I was running from myself and, in the process, from something real, you. That path only led me to fear and confusion. It was a scary lesson, but it was one I needed. The past, with all its chaos and immaturity, is burning behind me now. And from its ashes, I'm trying to rise with greater clarity, greater humility, and a renewed sense of purpose. The real goal, the one I understand now, is to be someone who sees love for what it truly is. Love is not a weakness, nor is it something to fear. Love is what opens the gates to happiness, peace, and deep, fulfilling connection. That's what your love did for me. It opened those gates even when I didn't recognize it at the time. We are both growing now, slowly but surely. We're learning, shedding the old versions of ourselves, letting go of what no longer serves us, and making space for what does. I can feel that we're both on a journey of becoming more balanced, more present, and more open to the love that we know exists between us. If you remember me as being toxic, you're probably right. I won't argue or deny it. I was blinded by my ego, by pride, by a world that worships materialism and shallow validation. But the things that once had my attention, the distractions I used to run to, they no longer move me. They don't even make sense to me anymore. Because now, my heart belongs to you. My focus, my intentions, and my energy all point in your direction. Do you ever feel me thinking about you? You might, at random moments, because that's when you pop into my mind, too. Sometimes I'll be doing something ordinary, and suddenly your presence floods my thoughts. And in those moments, I reflect on how much I regret the choices I made. Your love was always so pure. You offered it without condition, and I, tangled in fear, couldn't receive it properly. One of my biggest struggles was the fear of rejection, especially the fear of being rejected by someone as incredible as you. That fear created distance, it caused confusion, and it made me act in ways I now deeply regret. I was conflicted, emotionally and mentally. I wasn't thinking clearly. I want to cry when I think about it, to mourn the damage I caused, not only to you, but to something so beautiful. I was ruled by fear. But I'm in awe of the love you've shown me. And even more than that, I'm in awe of the love you've learned to give yourself. That's powerful. It's beautiful. In the past, I was blinded by your light, your energy was so bright and pure that it scared me. I thought I needed to shield myself from it. I didn't understand that your light wasn't there to burn me, it was there to heal me, to guide me, and to bring warmth into the cold places of my heart. Soon, you won't have to keep all that loving, nurturing passion bottled up inside. I know you still feel something for me. I can sense it. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, in our favor. I'm healing now, by releasing the guilt I've held for pushing you away. By finally listening to my own voice instead of other people's opinions, I've found a place of peace. And from that place, I want to show you how mutual my love for you really is. I want to prove that this connection is not a dream or a delusion, it's real. the synchronicities, the dreams, the feelings, they're out of this world. Did you feel all of this too? You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I've asked myself countless times, why did I break my own heart by hurting you? I don't have all the answers, but I know that I miss you with every fiber of my being. I'm obsessed with your sweetness, your softness, the way you love so deeply. No one I've ever met is as kind as you. And now that I see my own faults, being without you feels unbearable. I miss hearing your voice. I miss your energy. And I know now how important it is to be loyal, trustworthy, and emotionally available. I can't take this separation anymore. As I begin the path toward reconciliation, I ask for your forgiveness, with all my heart. We need to talk, we need to heal, and we need to come back to the love that never really left us. My happiness is tied to you. My heart belongs to you. I want to marry you, not because of obligation or desperation, but because there is no way I could bear to lose you again. My dreams are filled with you, so vivid, so real. When you call my name in those dreams, it floods my spirit with emotion. From the moment we met, you captivated me, and I've never been the same. Expect to hear from someone who holds a significant place in your life. This person is preparing to reach out and speak honestly about something important, something they've kept buried or unspoken for too long. They're finally ready to confront the truth, not just about the connection you share, but also about the value you've always held in their life. After a period of introspection and emotional awakening, they've come to recognize your true worth. They now see you as an irreplaceable presence, someone embodying grace, strength, and compassion. To them, you are the Empress, a person of immense power and nurturing energy, and they've come to understand that no one else compares. They are beginning to realize just how much they miss the calm, loving energy you once brought into their world. Your presence offered them a sense of safety, healing, and acceptance that they didn't fully appreciate at the time. Now, in your absence, they feel the void deeply. If you've been in a season of solitude or have intentionally pulled your energy back from this connection, you're likely starting to notice powerful shifts in your own life. Things are improving for you, perhaps slowly at first, but undeniably moving in a positive direction. Your finances may be stabilizing, your mental clarity is sharpening, and emotionally, you're regaining your balance. Even your spiritual connection feels deeper and more grounded. This is the universe's way of rewarding you. The energy you've poured into this person, into this connection, and into the world at large is cycling back to you now. You've been planting seeds of kindness, love, and resilience, and now those seeds are blooming. You may not see all the results just yet, but trust that everything is working behind the scenes in your favor. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed by the divine, and the blessings that are coming your way are a reflection of your inner strength and purity of heart. While you're healing and stepping into your power, the person who once took your love for granted is going through a dark and difficult time. They're overwhelmed by a sense of loss, emptiness, and regret. Emotionally, they're unraveling. They feel as if they missed out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, one that was right in front of them all along. You were meant to be a blessing in their life, and they now see how blind they were to your light. The peace and emotional support you offered are things they can't find anywhere else, and it's breaking them down in ways they never expected. This person does want to come back into your life, to reconcile and express how deeply sorry they are. But they're hesitant, too. They fear that they're still not on your level, especially emotionally. Being open, vulnerable, and spiritually mature is something they're only beginning to understand. They know they must grow to meet you where you are, and that process won't be easy for them. As they find the courage to come forward, they'll need your patience and empathy. Rebuilding trust will take time, but their intentions are rooted in genuine remorse and a desire to change. Your absence has left a heavy weight on their heart. It's not just emotional pain, it's physical, too. Some may be experiencing actual chest discomfort or deep anxiety. They're in a place of sorrow and emotional suffering that you may not even realize. The peace you brought into their life is now something they deeply long for, and they regret the choices and actions that drove you away. They're reflecting on the moments they caused you pain, and it fills them with guilt and shame. If they could go back and make different choices, they would. This person is wishing desperately for a second chance, and they're finally recognizing how their selfish decisions led them down a path of personal hardship. Every time they hurt you, they now see how something negative eventually returned to them, almost like karmic consequences. They're learning the hard way that love and energy should never be taken for granted. In the past, they may have broken your heart repeatedly while still expecting you to keep your heart open to them. They never believed you'd truly walk away or close off emotionally. Now that you've done just that, they're being forced to confront the truth of their behavior. They're ashamed of how they drained you, how they ignored your emotional needs, and how they refused to face the reality of what this connection truly meant. But there is hope. They're no longer in denial. They've reached a point of acceptance, where they can no longer pretend or run from what they feel. They are beginning to understand the depth of the spiritual bond you share, and they know that if they want to reunite with you, they'll need to meet you with honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to grow. You, on the other hand, are entering a season of renewal. The universe is aligning blessings in your path, not just as a reward, but as a reflection of who you've become. Strong, wise, and full of self-love. Whether or not you choose to let this person back into your life, know that you hold the power now. The love you gave will never go unnoticed again, and you are being divinely guided toward a future where you are cherished, respected, and seen for the empress you truly are.